Hello and welcome back to the couch. My name is Luke, and today we're going to be speaking about season 3, episode 1 of the show Reacher that's on Amazon Prime called Persuader. We're going to be talking about the things we liked, some of the things we didn't like, and just our overall judgment. But just to begin with, the Russian roulette scene.
Good. You got that out of the way.
He's doing it again? Oh, jeez. Oh. Man, stop him, dude. Ugh.
Prove your point.
Tough. Tough. That was crazy. I enjoyed that a lot. What a thing to put in the show. And then they backed it up with him being able to him putting a hole in the oil can, and then the little evidence of the what's underneath the floorboards. That was cool. I also like the way the story was structured. That they gave you the hook, and the hook is probably 20 minutes, 18 minutes, 15 minutes. It's in the beginning. And then they give you a couple of credits, like it's the end of the episode. But then they put you back in time. Reacher's on another case and he's doing his own thing. Pretty cool. The other thing that I super liked about this episode was just the tension between tough dudes. Like each dude was tough in their own way. Even even the FBI or the DEA agents at the end. Even the dudes, the chicks, every person was tough. They had their, it was like each person had their own aura, and I like that a lot. So I guess we're just gonna jump in and see the rest of it and talk about the rest of it. You jump in and Reacher's selling stuff, and he's in the record store, and the kidnapping happens, and you kind of find out at the end that this is all sort of staged, but in the moment it's really cool that Reacher kind of chases them down, shoots out the two tires of the kidnapper, kind of kidnaps a kid his own, and then saves him. Right? You find out the kid's dad is rich, and he is coerced to taking the kid back to his dad's house. Pretty interesting situation. Obviously, the dad's not super close with the kid, and Reacher's there in the house and talking to Zachary Beck, who is our main antagonist currently. Mr. Beck doesn't necessarily trust Reacher, but Reacher is into the task and does all the things that he needs to do to allow Zachary Beck to run all his fingerprints and do everything. And a few moments later, after Reacher speaks to the kid one more time, they find out that he's safe, and that's when the Russian roulette scene is, and it's crazy. That was crazy. That was so tense. But yeah. And then next we see they kind of put Reacher on house arrest. They're like, hey, stay in this room. We don't trust you. Blah blah blah. He pulls the phone out, and then we get the backtrack where he begins to work with the DEA, and they both work in Capatico to kind of figure out. Reacher's got his main objective. He's looking for this one person, and the DEA is looking to accomplish something else. And so you find out through their conversation that that there's a ton of staging that's happened, and Reacher works with them to set the stage for him to become an informant. A lot of really cool, interesting stuff in that scene too. There's a lot of fun jokes. One thing I didn't like is the Tom Brady joke. It felt weird. Her accent's kind of bad. It didn't seem authentic. I don't know what it is, but it felt inauthentic. Um, outside of that, outside of that, is really good. He's so good as Reacher. He's so good as Reacher. This episode just flew by. I'm probably just going to turn on the second episode now, or maybe wait till tomorrow. Um, um, but it's really cool. Yeah. Um, Reacher helps him set up the plan. Let's see if I'm forgetting anything. Um, they don't like the plan. Oh yeah, the blood packets blowing up inside the guy's vet. That was kind of fun. Them making fun of the dorky new agent. I'm afraid he's gonna get unalived. I'm concerned. You're supposed to fall in love with that kid, and I'm afraid he's gonna get unalived. But the coolest part in the very end is, oh yeah, the roof walking that Reacher does. That's a big dude. Like, I'm a big dude. Like, I'm 6'3", 200 pounds, right? I'm not little. Reacher's like 6'5", 6'6", 240, right? Massive, okay? For him to do what he did in, like, Assassin's Creed his way down the house, wild. It was a little far-fetched for me to believe that, hey, maybe they don't have cameras everywhere. They for sure have cameras everywhere. For sure. For sure. But yeah. And then I'll tell you, this is my prediction. The head of security, who's kind of angry and Reacher, I think he's an honest person. He might be the only honest person in the show. And I think he shot the oil can on purpose. For sure. He did that on purpose to see what would happen, to see if he noticed. That was intentional. Yeah. That was intentional, I think. Yeah, I don't think that guy is a bad guy. I think he's just trying to do his job. And he's real good at it. Outside of that, or he's got coerced into doing it. Somehow they have something on him and he has to do the job. But yeah. Solid episode. Oh, and the girl that the DEA is looking for, Reacher thinks she's underneath the planks. I'm thinking maybe it's not her. Maybe that's the mom. I don't know. Lot to think about. Lot to think about. It was really, really cool. Anywho, great episode. I'd say I'm in on season 2. I'm down. I can't wait for the next episode. Probably gonna release a review pretty soon. But until then, make sure to like and subscribe, share with your friends, and yeah, let me know what you think is the best part of this episode. I'd love to hear what people think about the Reacher so far. Anyway, take care.